Good afternoon, everyone. Gene Brister. I have with me today the CO, Commanding Officer of Naval Air Facility El Centro, where something outstanding, something historic is about ready to happen on the 13th of March. And it's with a great deal of pleasure today that I introduce the CO, and he's going to share with us what's going to happen. But you know, that air show that we weren't able to do last year, well, this year it's called the Festival of Light, the Festival of Flight, I should say. And we're going to have some really special guests here at the base. Lots of people, lots of kids are going to be happy, Captain.
Yeah, Gene, thanks very much for coming out and joining us on the airfield. For those who can't see us over the radio, we're standing at what's called Show Center. So where we normally do the production for the air show, and this is a great backdrop. Thank you very much for coming out. My name's Bill Perkins. I'm the commanding officer, Navy captain. I've been here for about a year. I had the pleasure of assuming command of the base just as we were putting those safety precautions in place to protect our workforce and our community and keep us on mission. And we've been able to do that for the whole year. The airfield never shut down. Students come in and out. Squadrons rotate in and out. And we've been fully functional while doing those COVID mitigation procedures that the Navy has and kind of aligned with what the town and county has had as well. And that brings us to what we're making changes for this year's
Yes. And of course, they're all with the metrics of COVID being a pandemic still. But what an opportunity for a community that loves the air facility here, loves the soldiers here, and they love the sound of freedom that they hear all the time. And so when they didn't get an air show for 1 year, that was a toughie. So the Festival of Flight is going to be that air show. And it'll be one of those things, Captain, if I can be bold to say, as you light up the barbecue in the backyard, get a good position there and watch the show and hear the narration.
Yeah, when we were looking at how do we get to yes for something, we didn't know 6 months ago, we didn't know what COVID was going to look like, what the implications and the impact that was going to have outside the fence line and inside the fence line as these pilots get ready to go on deployment. So we had to manage all of that and put a bunch of plans in place. And we got to a position where we're able to execute an event. And the difference is it's just not going to be a public viewed event from on board.
Right.
We're going to ask folks to instead of you coming to us, we're going to bring the show to you.
Exactly.
And that's how we're approaching this year. So it is going to be a live event. We are going to have live acts. So when we use the term virtual, that doesn't mean CGI aircraft. So we're going to have live events that capped off by the world famous Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron as they finish up their winter training season. So
Blue Angels, folks.
Yeah.
You
hear them every day, but they're going to put on that one last performance before they head on the road.
And then you have some other guests as well this year that you're going to, I know you're going to make people really happy with those folks as well. You want to tell us a little bit?
Absolutely. So one of the things that I found very intriguing is a small base like this in the middle of Imperial Valley. For most of the month of February, we had squadrons or aircraft from all four services of the Department of Defense flying out of here. We've got the Army down there in Hangar 8. We've got our permanent presence down in Hangar 9 with some training aircraft. The Blue Angels Navy here, but we had Marine Corps aircraft in and out of Hangar 2 and work in our weapons loading area. And we had the Air Force Thunderbirds arrive and Air Mobility Command moving both Navy and Marine and Air Force personnel around the country. So we had all four services operating from this tiny little base, and that's kind of what the festival is going to be as well. We've got Marine aircraft, MB-22s, and maybe some AV-8s. We're still trying to get that locked down. Air Force is going to bring some Thunderbolts, A-10 Thunderbolt aircraft down, and then obviously the Leapfrogs are going to jump out of something and kick the event off. And then we're going to cap it off with the Navy with the Blue Angels finishing the show.
Well, if you've never seen, obviously, if you've never seen the Blue Angels, wow, I can't encourage you enough. Check it out. Now, I know it's hard to believe, but there are some people that have never seen them. If you haven't seen the Leapfrog, you're in for an incredible treat. And I've seen them many times. And I know there's lots of people that are listening that are going to say, oh, yeah, the leapfrogs. Oh, that's the fellow he's the last one that comes out and he has that huge American flag underneath it.
What a great sight that is.
What an incredible sight. But
you had that picture of that flag and that jet noise, that's the sound of freedom.
Right.
That brings it all home.
Well, as you said, it's a virtual, but that's kind of misleading in a sense because the planes are going to be here. You're not going to be on the base or in the outside perimeter, but you can be in the comfort of your backyard.
Many of you across, they can hear us right now, whether it's Sealy or all the way up to Brawley. I've watched the Blue Angel show from downtown Brawley. It's a different perspective, but you can absolutely see and enjoy it, and then everywhere in between. You can see most of the events from your own backyard, and we're just going to ask you not to come to the base that day, and we'll bring it to you via radio. And then we're going to video record some of the highlights and then post those.
Post them afterwards.
Yeah.
So there's the lineup. It'll start at 12:30 and go to 4:30. You notice that, or give or take. What a great way to end an afternoon on a Saturday. For those of us that are really aficionados of the flight and whatnot of the planes out here each year, when we weren't able to do it one year, it really, the absence makes the heart grow fonder. And I think there's a lot of truth in that.
Well, a lot of people have been working this hard for many months. And we couldn't have got to YES without the close relationship and the working spirit that we have with the county leadership and with the local town councils all across the valley. And every one of them had the same vision I did. Let's figure out a way to get to YES, do something safely, but bring some morale back to the community and kind of highlight that great relationship that the Navy has with the residents of the valley. Yeah. We're just excited to be able to do that. So I thank everyone out there that helped us outside the fence line with some of those things we needed help with to be able to pull this off.
Well, you'll be able to hear it on Kxo FM 107.5 and Kxo AM 1230.
And I understand you're going to be simulcasting the audio across your website. Is that right?
The website audio, I believe so.
Okay, super. So for those,
but I'm not 100%. We'll need to check on that.
We'll check that, and we'll provide updated information on our official command webpage as well.
Oh yeah, between now and up to the show.
When you may want to tune in to hear certain things, when we're going to post the videos, and then that kind of thing. So we'll make sure we keep that updated. And if we find out that we have indeed got a way to broadcast the audio over the interwebs, then you don't necessarily need to drive anywhere. You can listen to it from there and watch the videos later on. That's the best.
Exactly. We're looking forward to it. It's called the Festival of Flight.
Festival of Flight. It's our first inaugural festival, and this is what we're going to continue to do from now on, and we're going to celebrate. And this is our 75th anniversary year.
That's
so
right.
This was what drove us to rebrand the air show into the what will be now forever known as the Festival of Flight every spring.
And this is the 75th anniversary of the Blue Angels, right?
They've been out here since 1967.
67.
Yeah.
Okay, I had.
And the 75th anniversary of the base.
The base
the
itself.
Base being converted from a Marine Corps air station to a naval air facility.
Right.
75 years ago this May.
Well, we're talking, if you just joined us, with the commanding officer, or CO as we like to fondly say, Bill Perkins, and great guy. And you're going to enjoy it. If you later on, as things continue to improve, you'll have a chance to meet this man.
Yeah, we're looking forward to being able to get back and interact with the community. So I ask everyone that's listening to do the things that the medical community is advising. Protect yourself, protect your family, protect your workforce, and then we'll all get through this and then get out the back end much better.
Well, just don't forget, Festival of Flight here, March 13th. Be here. And you will have when I say be here, be in your place, in your backyard, and take in this show.
Yeah, tune in to Kxo Radio, and we'll bring you a good show.
We'll bring you a good show. This is Gene Brister, broadcasting from the NAF El Centro, Naval Air Facility El Centro.
Thanks, Gene.
Pleasure.